Welcome to the Sussex Football Show with me, Dean Kilford, and powered by your instant replay. These two teams couldn't be separated over 90 minutes, so we're back at the dripping pan to try and earn a place in the second qualifying round of the FA Cup. With 5 minutes to go until half-time, Lewes took the lead, Jonty Smith sliding home from close range. In the first game, Farnborough twice came from behind and they were level in this tie with just 20 minutes remaining. Connor Calcutt rose highest to head home. There was to be no further scoring, so we were forced into a penalty shootout. With Lewes leading 2-1, it was time for Lewis Carey to become a hero, diving low to his left to keep out this Luke King penalty. The pressure was on Cumberbatch to score, but even this little stutter wasn't enough to distract Lewis Carey, who saved again. So it was left to Nico Cotton to step up and secure Lewis's place in the next round. He duly obliged, and Lewes now travelled to Kings Langley in the next round. Worthing made the trip up the A24 on Wednesday night for the first round of the Velocity Trophy. A tight game was eventually settled 4 minutes from time. David Ajiboye once again the match winner with a bamboozling run and firm finish. Tonbridge Angels or Sevenoaks await Worthing in round 2. Crawley Wasps came into this game against Wimbledon having won all 4 of their opening games of the season and scoring 20 goals in the process. But for the first time this season they found themselves behind. Caroline Bison with a great first-time strike into the top corner. The Wasps were to go in level at the break, Sian Heather perfectly picking her spots from the edge of the area. Just 5 minutes into the second half, Crawley Wasps had taken the lead. Brilliant footwork from Plua afforded her space in the box and she made no mistake as she knocked the ball past the keeper. The Wasps were buzzing and just 60 seconds later they increased their lead. Faye Rabson brilliantly holding off 2 Wimbledon defenders before finding the net with his left foot finish. Crawley had the chance to extend their lead further when Heather was brought down by the keeper. It won't be a penalty that Naomi Cole will want to see again as she blasted over from 12 yards. That miss didn't deter Crawley and minutes later they did grab a fourth, Emma Plua getting her second with this firm strike. Wimbledon had the chance to grab a consolation when Bison was brought down in the box. Jess Trimnell made no mistake to send Gibbs the wrong way. Crawley Wasps had averaged 5 goals a game coming into this one, and they duly got their 5th with 14 minutes to go. Rabson again showed good feet and composure when put through to seal the game. And that's how it finished. Crawley Wasps continue their fine start to this season. Lewes were on a high after their penalty shootout victory over Faversham Town on Wednesday night. And they were on cloud 9 when Jonty Smith scored for the second game in a row with this firm header to put Lewes 1-0 up. Charlie Coppler has scored some great goals in his time, but he'll surely remember this one. A perfectly executed improvised strike that put the Rooks 2 up and surely on course for all 3 points. Enfield Town would have felt hard done by the scoreline, having created several chances themselves, but got a route back into the game when this long clearance from Joe Wright landed at Billy Bricknell's feet. He pulled one back. And 60 seconds later, the same combination worked again. A long ball eventually ended up at Bricknell's feet on the edge of the area. He took a touch and then picked his spot to level the scores. There was still time for Sam Hatton to be given a straight red card for this shocking stamp. And despite some late Lewes pressure, they couldn't find a winner. Lewes though extend their unbeaten streak to 9 games. Worthing came into this game unbeaten and with victory over Leatherhead in the Velocity Trophy in midweek. And they were on top in the first half and came closest to scoring when this pole driver from Rents was well saved. Worthing's task was made harder when just under a quarter of the game to go, Aaron Rancine got his marching orders for a second yellow inside 2 minutes. Worthing were to be punished again from the resulting free kick when Joe Taylor was free to head in and give the visitors the lead. There was a golden opportunity for Worthing to level things when Ajiboye was brought down in the box. Pearce's effort clipped the outside of the post, much to the relief of the Margate keeper, and condemned Worthing to their first defeat of the season. Whitehawk changed their goalkeeper shirt ahead of this game with Haringey Borough, which marked a year anniversary of the Grenfell Tower disaster. But the hosts were not in giving mood on the pitch and rewarded for a fast start when Rodriguez was brought down in the box. James Fraser kept his cool to score at the second attempt. A second penalty of the match was awarded when a hopeful ball into the box ended with Minter clambering all over the striker. The referee had no hesitation in pointing to the spots. Newball stepped up to level the score. Just 3 minutes later, the referee awarded a third penalty of the game, and there could be no complaints about this one. Newball steps up again to score his second penalty and Haringey a half-time lead. Our camera took a bit of a whack at half-time and its substitute wasn't warmed up enough to catch Haringey's third goal, which sealed all 3 points. A Jamie Noble hat-trick for the visitors. Saltdean United came into this FA Challenge Vars game as one of only 3 unbeaten teams in the SCFL. A poor first half for the Tigers was compounded when Jack Hands gave Littlehampton Town the lead on the stroke of half-time. This delightful chip into the top corner. They left it late, but 2 goals in 2 minutes turned this game on its head. With 15 to go, Jamie Brotherton had the chance to score from the spot. Littlehampton Town may feel harshly done by, but this man doesn't miss from 12 yards. Josh Street then scored his first of the season to put the Tigers ahead. Brotherton this time turning provider and put it on a plate for his teammate. Brotherton then scored his second to seal the victory. The keeper caught in no man's land. He took his time and picked his spot from the edge of the area. Saltdean United are through to the next round, but not as comfortably as the scoreline might suggest. Three Bridges were looking to get their season back on track after a disappointing start. And 9 minutes into the game, they had the perfect opportunity to take the lead. Connor French brought down in the box. French stepped up himself, but was thwarted by Simon Overland in the Faversham net. From the resulting corner, Jensen Grant made amends when he headed in to give Three Bridges the lead. Faversham got back into the game when a simple ball over the top fell to the feet of Dean Grant, who twisted and got his shot away to level the scoring. And in 27 minutes, they took the lead. Jack Harris given too much respect as he held off his marker to turn and shoot low beyond the keeper. Faversham Town had the chance to extend their lead from the penalty spot following this innocuous-looking challenge. Danny Wilder stepped up to make it 3-1. Strong words were said in the Three Bridges dressing room at half-time, and they got themselves back into the game early in the second half. Tyrone Berry stretching himself to guide this low cross into the net. And despite going all out for an equaliser, they were eventually picked off 2 minutes from time. Dean Grant securing all 3 points for the visitors with this cool chip over the keeper and calm finish. Three Bridges' poor start to the season continues. Lewes women were to face their toughest challenge of the season to date when Arsenal came to town. Nearly 1,000 packed into the dripping pan and had barely settled when Kim Little twisted and turned on the left before finding Van der Donk in the box. She made no mistake as she found the corner. "20 minutes had been played when Arsenal doubled their lead. Medema to round the keeper and find the back of the net with this deflected strike. "5 minutes later and it was 3. Macabre on hand to turn this drilled cross home. Arsenal were running riot, and 2 minutes later, Medema grabbed her second with an instinctive finish inside the box. The Lewes defence were being ripped to shreds and gave Little the chance to score from the spot after Donk was fouled in the box. And on the stroke of half-time, Little had the chance to score from the spot again. Medema was dragged down in the box. And Little's finish was emphatic. Lewes were more settled in the second half, but Arsenal were not finished yet. Evans played in beautifully by Medema to send the Gunners into 7th heaven. A minute later, Medema got her hat-trick. A nice dummy on the edge of the box lost her marker before a strong left-footed finish. And it was time for a second hat-trick. Little teed up nicely by Nobbs, and this right-footed strike found the back of the net. The result leaves Lewes 4th in their Continental Cup group with 3 points from their first 3 games. Welcome to the Sussex Football Show with me, Dean Kilford, and powered by your Instant Replay.